the thing that Zara always posts, and I will put it in the description box, or I'll pin it, because for whatever reason, nobody can post links. I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going on. But anyhow, I'm just going to put it in the description box. So bizarre. I don't know. I don't know why that. I don't know why it is, but it is. So who knows? Maybe they'll fix it at some point. Anyhow, Cinnamon. When will I get into a real relationship with Jamel, or am I ever? Okay, am I ever going to get into a real relationship with Jamel? At this point, you have a 33% chance that you're going to get into a relationship with him. That may only mean that it's going to take some time. Let's see. Let's see if I can get some timing. Two of Hearts. This is an excellent card to pick regardless, but I would say the two could be the month of February. The Hearts would be the spring. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's what the cards are suggesting at this point. Let's see what happens. Sepia is, I don't understand why we can't see. I got her through Instagram, but I don't understand why some people can't post. It's craziness. Oh, good God. Okay, general 9 to 5, career and love. Okay. First, general. Got some adventure coming in, which is nice. Got some adventure coming in with the Page of Wands. It also looks like you could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, feeling like you're coming into a time of good luck. You also have here the Hangman in reverse, so you may feel like just in general life is starting to move forward or get a little bit unstuck. Two of Cups, you could have a committed relationship on the horizon, and it could be with long-term potential with the Hierophant. It also could be a soulmate connection that leads you towards all 10 cups being full. Okay, now let's see. Career 9 to 5. Things should move forward pretty quickly. Okay, so you have the Chariot, which should push things through quickly. 7 of Cups, you should have choices around your current, you should have choices around the next job. So there should be more than one opportunity. Either that, or at the worst case scenario, it would be that you would be able to have choices around the job. Like, say one person offers you a job and you don't have any other options, you may be able to negotiate with them for a better whatever. There's choices regardless. Listen to your intuition. Perseverance takes you to the next level when it comes to your career. The sun comes out, no longer feeling regret or feeling stuck or feeling negative, but finding something that pays you more, gives you a little bit more respect. And I think generally, overall, you're happier with the new position. My Instacart people are just started my order. Can you believe the other night I wanted pudding? I don't know if I said this. 7:30. I'm like, all right, I'll order it for tomorrow. And I was surprised to find out that they deliver until 10. Good for them. I hope all these people get paid well. I always try to, I just up the tip because I feel like they deserve it. But, good for these people that are out there doing the shopping and, creating another stream of income for themselves. All right, now, and then love. I like anything, though, that gives you the flexibility to do what, work on your own terms, because I guess I feel like my whole life I was locked into such a rigid time. Like, it was 8:30 to 5 and then 6 to 11 for 14 years. Okay, love. Going to have choices when it comes to love as well. Things change for the better quickly. Seven of Cups presents you with choices. Two of Pentacles makes you feel like balance has come back to your life. You have a Virgo here. You have a Leo here. Somebody from your past returns. Now, keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an old flame. It can be anybody from your past. And things move forward quickly when it comes to your love life. Water sign shows up, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Success comes in around your love life with long-term potential. I think the next relationship you get into is going to be long-term potential. I don't think you're going to be like bouncing around much. Like you may be talking to a couple of people, you may have a couple of options, but I don't think you bounce around for very long. I think the next thing happens pretty quickly. Talia, how will my live go today? It should go well. You got the strength card around. Just be careful that you're not holding yourself back. The strength comes in. Three of Wands, no longer feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. It should go well. Three of Pentacles, stability, Lover's card. You should draw an audience that really resonates with you and who you are, and starting a new journey. Should be positive. Talia, general for tomorrow. Got success coming in tomorrow. Six of Wands, Four of Wands, success and long-term potential, whatever it is that you're working on. You also may have a creative project that you're getting a lot out of. Could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Feeling like you're moving on to greener pastures tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a good day. Lydia, why didn't God give me a child? I can't answer those kind of questions because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, you know what I used to find really frustrating? Oh my God, I found so much. I've, let me tell you something. I felt like this myself for years. What really fucking frosted my ass were people that were a lot younger than me that already had children that would complain that they wanted more children. And I used to get so mad because I used to be like, I just don't think it's fair that somebody can have all these kids and I can't have any. Like, why? How come I can't have a kid? And then there were times where I would feel like people that would either mistreated their kids or they just had no patience for them or they were too quick to dump them off somewhere. And I used to feel like I would spend as much time as I could with my kid, but yet I don't get to have a kid. Like, I just felt like it was so unfair. And then I got to a point where I thought, you know what, maybe I'm just too sensitive. Like, maybe it would be too hard for me to care that much about somebody else because I just care too much. And things are just too painful. So I thought, well, maybe I'm just not cut out for kids. And to be totally honest, it's not over. You still can have kids. Like, I really thought, I would say well, I told you guys, I mean, I'd listened to, you're going to have an unplanned pregnancy. I listened to it for 18 years. Now, at what point do you say that it's just not happening? It's just not happening. But, the way that I imagine things to be different, which is another reason why I get so mad at law of attraction, because I really thought, like, in my brain, the way that I thought things would be would be that, you know, I'm not necessarily fairy tale because I don't believe in that stuff, but like, I figured I would meet someone, we would date for a couple of years, we would get married, we would buy a house, we would have kids. Like, that's how I figured it would happen. And that's not how it happened at all. Not even a little bit. But it happened the way it happened. So, you know what? Just because it didn't happen yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And when people would say that to me, I used to want to punch them in the face. But the truth is that it still can happen. And I know, you know how many times like I heard people say to me, well, there are plenty of women that wait until later in life to have kids. And you just want to really punch them in the face. And then there were the people that, like, there's, like, everything is just, it's the truth. Because it's like statistics are statistics. But what does that mean? Like, years ago, I mean, I remember when my aunt had my cousin Brittany, she was 35. Like, nowadays, 35 is not old. But back then, they made her go for all these amniocentesis, which they don't even do anymore. They only do that if it's like a dire situation where they really feel like they're, like, if for some reason they have to deliver the baby early, they will do that to see how well developed the lungs are. But they won't do that the way they did back then. And I think Brittany was born in 92, maybe. But, you know, the truth is that, like, my great-grandparents were well into their 40s still having children. My grandfather's oldest brother, or my grandfather was one of the oldest, but his youngest brother was only like 7 years older than my mom. So there was a huge span of time where the people back then had kids. So now you have the people that are like, oh, you can have kids. Oh, Janet Jackson, she's 50. And then you have people that are like, oh my God, you're 30, it's over. So it's like you gotta just get it inundated from every which way. But the truth is that I think it's a very unique thing that happens for every person differently. And I don't think that it's over for you yet. I think that you just got to give it a little bit more time. And if you want to punch me in the face, I totally understand, because I felt the same way. Listen to your intuition. Got the Two of Cups here, which could be a significant relationship that comes in. It also looks like you have the Empress here. There is opportunity for you to have a child sometime in this lifetime. At least a child. The situation can come up. So I just got to tell you that it's not over yet. You might feel like it. You may have moments. Sometimes things don't happen the way we think that they're going to happen. Sometimes things don't happen the way we imagine them to happen, but sometimes they happen. And then, you know, interesting, because I was so, like, I felt so lucky to be able to have Avery. And now I almost kind of feel a little bit sad that I won't have any other kids. But, you know, at least I have her. But I remember I worked with someone she was like, I don't know, in her mid-30s, and she already had 2 kids, and she would be complaining that she wanted it. And then, you know, it was like the dramatics that went around. And I used to just, like, I had no time to hear it. You know, I was just like, oh, please. And not, you know, like, give it a rest. Let somebody else have a kid. If God's giving out kids, let him give it to somebody else. Someone who's been waiting their whole life. I don't know. I just felt like it was really unfair. But the truth is, it's not over. So, and I think that that's another thing, that just being open to the fact that it's not over. There is plenty of opportunity that something else can happen. But I can totally understand how you feel. And I felt too, like this person fucking hates kids. Like, you know, like somebody likes that I knew really well. Say, for example, I'm like, oh my God, she hates kids. I know she hates kids. She tells me she hates kids. And I used to get so upset. Anyhow, good luck. It's not over. But I know exactly how you feel. Emily, who's coming towards me in love, soon, single. Okay. Long-term potential around in Aries. You also have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. When they come up back to back like that, I always think that, like, it could be like a Pisces on the cusp of Aries person, or it could be 2 separate options. Just, you know, keep your eyes and ears open for that. Listen to your intuition. This relationship should have a lot of potential, and you have a wish. Put it out into the universe. Wheel of Fortune. You got some good luck coming in. The sun comes out over your love life. It should happen relatively soon. I know that this year everything has been like slow and stagnant, but I'm going to say like maybe within the next couple of months you should at least meet this person, at least be on the road to the relationship. Allison, why did AT's best friend call me and then deny it this morning? What does her best friend want? The Eight of Swords is in reverse, which means this person is not holding themselves back, and the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords is here. They may want to tell you about a hurt or a wound. I wouldn't get involved, to be honest. I wouldn't get involved. If you can, they're feeling very weak. I don't know. Maybe AT did something to this person and they want to discuss it with you. But I would steer clear, especially in this time. I would stay away from gossip and hearsay. I think that this person wants to, I don't want to say cause trouble, but they want to relay the message. And I don't know that, I would try to, maybe she thought twice after she made the phone call. I don't know. I just don't feel like this is a good time to be doing, like lower vibrational stuff. Jay, I'm going to work at 9:30 tonight. How will it go? Good. Maybe a little bit slow. I don't know what it is you do for a living, but it could be slow. If this is like a different time than you normally work, you may find it slower than normal. But Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want kids. Two of Wands, feeling prepared. Page of Cups, something creative, or there may be a Pisces around that you're spending time with. I think it goes well. Phantom, what's the current gossip about me? Gossip is crazy. You know how many rumors I heard about myself? Not one of them was true. I mean, crazy things. Like somebody, maybe because I worked in the grocery store. I don't know. The one guy, he was convinced that I left the store and I wasn't working there. And I came back after I got divorced. Not true. And didn't even believe that that wasn't true when my friend told him, no, my friend's like, no, I'm very good friends with her. She's never been married. And he's like, no, she's divorced. Okay, not true. Somebody else was convinced that I was half Hawaiian and my father was born in Hawaii. I don't know where that came from. Just bizarre things. Like my dad was born in Connecticut someplace. But like somebody how you can't just make that up. Like wow, who would make that up? It's so random. Actually, you got good gossip around you. You've got people that talk well about you from the past. Six of Cups would be like nostalgia from the past, or people looking back on their relationship or situation with you as a good thing. Looking back through rose-colored glasses. People that think that they have a lot of respect for you. They think that you don't wait around. You kind of take charge of your life. You might be a little bit adventurous. That you're grounded and stable. Listen to your intuition, or they may think you're very intuitive. They also tend to think that you're very smart. I don't know if there's like a skill or something that you do. I know gossip is it's so interesting. I actually had a friend of mine that worked at A&P with me, and her and I were like, we kind of looked alike, but we were definitely the same type. She was a little bit shorter than me, and her hair was shorter than mine. Her hair is also straighter than mine. But I could understand how people could confuse us. So I think a lot of, her dad was born in Italy, I believe. But like people would come in and say things to me thinking that I was the other. Like somebody once came in and said, oh, I had lunch with your father. And I was like, my father lives in Florida. You didn't have lunch with my dad. I don't know whose dad you had lunch with. But then we realized that people used to get us confused. So that could be some of the gossip, but who the hell knows? Lily. Cards for the week. You got temperance here, which could mean a couple of things. It could mean that you need to have patience with a certain situation. It also could mean that peace and serenity and compassion is coming back into your life. Either way, temperance is a pretty good card. Stepping into your own strength and cause for celebration comes in around you. Now, it also could be a Sagittarius and a Leo are around you. Since it's general, it's kind of, open to interpretation. The Five of Pentacles, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. The Eight of Pentacles can be going back to school or learning a new area of study. Four of Wands, happiness at home, entertaining at home. It could be a relationship moving to the next level. Whatever it is, Four of Wands is positive. Should be a good week for you. Lawrence, how will my Lampoon's Christmas vacation in NOLA go? Okay, let's see. How will Christmas vacation go? Cause for celebration. I mean, a wish comes true. Life changes for the better quickly. If you're spending it with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or if you are a water sign, looks like things go really well. You got the Fool here, starting a new journey, or there could be some spontaneity. Six of Swords, life moves forward to greener pastures. Two of Wands is feeling like I'm well prepared, or I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever the future has to hold. Holds for me. You got money coming in, and you have an earth sign around you too. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Should be a good trip or a good vacation. TD, general for this week. Intuition is heightened, so please listen to it. The Magician, the ability to manifest just about anything you want. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity usually has to do with business, but it really could be a new opportunity comes in. Wheel of Fortune, good luck comes in. Eight of Wands, you have life changes for the better quickly. Could be a water sign around, that's significant. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It also looks like you have cause for celebration towards the end of the week and being guided by the divine. Looks like a nice week. Kira, Daniel and I, when he comes to get his things today. I am so curious to know what happens. I'm so curious if he shows up with a broken foot. I mean, I'm just curious. Well, the Empress is here. Okay, this is what you got first. So you have feeling betrayed, but the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want kids. Opportunity to have a new beginning, and the Magician, the ability to manifest whatever it is that you want. You're not holding yourself back with the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you may really give it to him, which I think is good. But he may come back. This guy may be really good at what he does. Because he may come back with an excuse out of the blue that you're not going to be able to imagine. And then you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain and you can finally exhale. It's amazing, but he may come back with something that you'd be like, now, somebody couldn't make that up. Let's see what he says. I think it's going to be very interesting. Cece, how did the interview go today? Will I get offered the job? I think you are going to get offered the job, and they may present you with something that would be hard to refuse. The Two of Diamonds. It could be, well, the two would be the month of February, but the diamonds anytime this winter. It could be as soon as 2 weeks from now. Oh, my goodness. They don't have any of the seltzer. See, if you don't drink seltzer, you may not know that there's a difference between sparkling water and seltzer. And that cucumber melon that she's about to give me is going to be sparkling water. So I had to, I had to set that straight. I don't like artificial sweetener, that's why. But I've made that mistake when I first started drinking seltzer. There was a difference. Seltzer doesn't have anything added to it, just the bubbles. Ronnie, rest of the week general. You could have a Virgo coming in that may be of significance. You may be feeling like starting a creative project or working on something creatively. It also looks like you have a little bit more financial stability or feeling a little bit more secure. Air sign comes in that could be of significance. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. And then this could be a new business opportunity. Looks like a good week. Q, money this week. Money this week. Money looks good. You got the 10 of Cups full. Listen to your intuition. And money or finances move forward with the Chariot. Well, you know, like to be honest, like if I could do it all over again, I would rather have kids younger, only because like I feel like I want grandchildren. I mean, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be like, hurry up, you got to have kids before I kick. You know, like I think if I could do it again, I would. I mean, it wasn't my choice. I didn't. It just never happened. You know, I just was never in a situation where it could happen. If I could do it again, like it was funny because I had a friend of mine that I worked with for years, and she was a couple of years younger than me, and her granddaughter was born like a couple of weeks before Avery. So like it's kind of crazy that happens. Like she's becoming a grandmother and she was a couple of years younger than me, and I was just having my first kid. She has 2 kids, but there's kind of a big age difference, like maybe 10 years between the 2 of them. And her son just had a baby girl. I guess she's a year now. She was a couple of weeks earlier than before Avery. And it's true. I remember, I've told this story before. My friend Mark is like a year older than me, but he had a friend, Angela, who was a couple of years older than him. And I don't remember how old I was turning. Maybe I was turning 21 or 22. And he was like, you think that's old? He goes, Angela's going to be 25 this year. And I always think about that. I'm always like, can you imagine that we thought that 25 was old? Now I'm like, God, like I look back on myself at 25. Yeah, and I definitely did think I was old. I also, when I turned 30, like that was, I felt really old then too. We think that my grandfather, my dad's dad, his father's family was Italian. His father came here from Italy, and he had to like get established and start a business or whatever he had to do before the family could come over. So all my grandfather's siblings were born in Italy. My grandfather was born here, but there was like an 8-year gap, I think, that he was here alone, and maybe 7 years, and then my grandfather was born. So we think that his mom may have been 46 when she had him. But his like oldest sister was 21 years older than him. And we're talking, my grandfather's born in 1920. So that's like, and that was back then. and my grandmother, my great grandmother, had didn't speak English, was the neighborhood midwife. And I said to my dad, I'm like, what kind of medical training did she have? Because they're thinking she didn't speak English, so what did she go to school here? Oh, my dad goes, oh, the medical training she had? Well, she had 5 of her own kids, so that was her medical training. Can you imagine? Now, these days, yeah, things were just much different back then. That's how it was. Q. General this week. Okay, you got 6 of Cups. Somebody from your past could return, or you could hear from them out of the clear blue sky with the Page of Swords. There you go. It may be a Sagittarius. If not, it could be 2 different people. Sagittarius may show up. You have the Magician, which means that you have the ability to manifest just about anything you want. 10 of Pentacles. You should have a large sum of money headed your way. That's always nice. 9 of Wands. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can exhale. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands could be upgrading your current relationship. It could be entertaining at home. Whatever it is, 4 of Wands is positive. Could be an air sign coming in of significance, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and somebody could present you with an offer that would be hard to turn down with the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I know. I wish I knew now, too. What I knew then. Ashmita, how is RJ feeling about me today? Okay, let's see. Thinks that you're persistent, successful, grounded and stable, hardworking, loyal, courageous, creative, and unique. April. Should I be concerned about my health? It's really hard to go to the doctor these days. Should I be concerned about my health? You know what? I don't think so. 33% chance, yes. It looks like you're prepared and you're perseverant. You take care of yourself. But, I mean, if you can't get to the doctor, you can't get to the doctor. I don't think there's anything that's pressing, but I would never substitute. You know what I mean? Like, if there's something that's wrong or you feel like something is wrong, then I would go. I got an Instagram here. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, this is somebody that can't post. What are Mr. S's intentions towards my friend? Okay. You know what? The intentions look pretty good. Like starting a new journey. Maybe something that this person, Mr. S, has thought a lot about. There's good luck around the situation. And the Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. I would tell her to be careful if she doesn't want to have kids right now. But it looks like his intentions are pretty good, that he wants to move forward with this relationship. Or he's going to be putting in effort. Spontaneity and possibility for starting a new journey together. April, general for the rest of this week. You may feel like this week just flies right by with the Knight of Pentacles. It looks like you may feel like the world is at your feet, or things are just moving forward quickly. You may feel like the hard work that you've put into your career with the Ten of Pentacles, now you got money coming to you, is you're starting to get back what you put in. Strength comes in around you and life moves forward pretty quickly. I think this week just flies by before you know it, the week is over. Gabby, can you tell me if and when I will get a new job? You're definitely going to get a new job. There's no doubt about that. You're definitely getting a new job. And it may be something a little bit more creative. And you might actually have choices. There may be more than one job that pops up. You might have to make a decision. Could be within the next 5 weeks. Gabby, am I stepping on any toes at my job? And if so, why? Okay. Am I stepping on any toes? No, I don't think you are. Nope. Kira, journal for this week and the weekend. Looks like a good week. You got some peace and serenity coming in. The Magician, the ability to manifest opportunities. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want kids. 3 of Pentacles. Feeling stable or grounded when it comes to a business relationship. This doesn't have to be work. It could be a side business thing. Knight of Pentacles. You're another one where the week is going to fly by. And then the weekend, you might have something a little bit on the adventurous side to do. Yeah, you could also be spending time. You got a Virgo around you this week. And you have fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. T-Vet, love. They wanted me to teach Christmas Eve, but I couldn't find a babysitter. Like, not Christmas Eve, like during the day. And I would have done it, but you know what? I'm so reluctant to ask a random person from care.com after getting bladed from the last person. Like, my babysitter is very good, but somebody, like, just to throw it out there, and then she doesn't show up. Anyway. Like, I was going to ask, like, family members. Everyone's working. I don't know. Anyway, when it comes to love, it looks like you've got some nice stuff happening here. First of all, you're going to have choices, and your love life moves forward. There's several people around you. You have a Leo. You have an Aquarius. Pisces. You could have an Aries coming in here. This may be fresh energy, someone that you don't know yet. You have a wish around love. Committed relationship is on the horizon. So you may be either connecting better with one of these people and moving forward. With the 4 of Cups in reverse, somebody presents you with an offer that would be hard to refuse, and it's like a wish come true. But you have a lot of options around you, and you could have more coming in. Gabby, spirit messages. The 10 of Fire, too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress and health-related concerns. I don't like asking people for help either, but I mean, I really don't like asking anybody for anything. But I think that's a lesson a lot of us need to learn. I feel like you could either be somebody that asks for everything or somebody that will never ask for anything. 8 of Air. An illusion of being trapped, lack of self-confidence, and being afraid to take action. I actually don't think that you're afraid to take action. I don't. The Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Lack of time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with the challenges in a kind and understanding manner. I feel like you can tackle your obstacles pretty easily. But I don't know if you've been feeling like you're a little overwhelmed and you don't want to ask people for help. I could feel that more around you than feeling like that you don't have confidence. I think you actually do have a lot of confidence, or pretty healthy confidence. Oh, my shopping has been completed. There better not be sparkling water in there. Nah, I mean, if I get it, I just give it away. Sometimes they'll substitute something with a meat item, so I give it away. Anna, please read to understand why I will be on the list for the next contract. Current jobs ending abruptly for all of us. What will be the outcome? Oh, is there more that you need me to read? Will I be on the list for the next contract? Right, let me just see. Oh, I do see the question about Mr. X. I mean, that's okay. I already answered it. But just so that you know, some of these are posting, even though it may look like they're not. That's crazy. All right. So let me just make sure I understand this right. Your contract is, must be like a temporary job, right? And the contract is up. So it's ending abruptly, and you want to know if you're going to get on the next one. And what will be the outcome, okay, for all of us. All right, let me ask first. Will Anna be on the list for the new contract? Will Anna be on the list for the new contract? I think you are going to be on the list. You got 2 aces and you got the 4 of pentacles. Yeah, I think you will be on the list. All right, let me see what's going to be the outcome for everyone. Okay, what's going to go on with this job? Slow and steady wins the race. It looks like they're going to try to keep a number of people. I don't know when the next contract is, if contract is starting, because the Knight of Pentacles could be a slow mover. But for you, you've got the 4 of Pentacles. You should be okay. Perseverance takes you to the next level. I don't know that they're going to keep everyone or they're going to take everyone on, but I think that they're going to keep you. Because you got the 2 aces and the 4 of Pentacles. I think you'll be okay. I can't guarantee everybody's going to make it to the next contract. MC, is Mark in a relationship? Well, he's got a 70% chance yes. The Knight of Wands is here, which is pretty ambitious. I don't know. He doesn't really feel like, he doesn't really come up like he's a relationship kind of person. So I'm questioning this. With the Knight of Wands is somebody who's got a lot of ambition. So I don't know if he's like caught up in the moment right now. I don't know. 70% chance, yes, he is in a relationship. There's something going on around him. Knight of Wands, there's a lot of ambition there. Happy. What changes are coming to me in the near future? If you're not with anybody, you have a new love interest coming in. If you are with someone, your current relationship can rekindle. Nine of Pentacles, you got money coming in or more money coming in. Three of Wands in reverse, no longer holding yourself back or waiting for your ship to come in. You're starting to take action. Life moves forward. Eight of Pentacles, you could go back to school and learn something, like a new area of study. It could be for business, it could be for pleasure, whatever it is, it's positive. Water sign comes in, that may be significant, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Stepping into your own personal strength. A time of good luck is around, and you have a Virgo and a Leo coming in that may be of significance. April, what's coming in for love for me? I'm tired of asking this question for over a year now, and I've been trying to manifest it. But today is one of those days where I feel hopeless and tired. You know what? When you feel like that, it's time to just take a break. Really. I mean, the idea of like manifesting and manifesting and manifesting, it's exhausting. It really is. Like, just take a break from it. Just pull, you know, if you don't meet somebody tomorrow, so you don't meet someone tomorrow. I mean, it's okay. I mean, if it happens next Tuesday or a month from now, it's not the end of the world. See, I think the biggest problem is that everybody wants it now. Nobody wants to wait. And that tends to build a lot of resistance. So saying that you're manifesting something, but asking the question over and over again and getting frustrated with it builds resistance around what you want. Having the attitude of being more like, you know what, this is how it is right now. I just haven't met anyone that I'm, you know, gelling with. It's just not happening, and it's okay. It's okay to be single. It is okay to be single. And I think that the idea that like people just, it's like they feel like they just have to be with somebody all the time, and if they don't, then they're looking, and you're like my friend with her sister with the fucking dating site, 20 years going through pages and pages and pages, and I gotta find someone, and I gotta find someone, and I gotta find someone. And what happened? I mean, in the 20 years that she did it, I mean, there was nothing to write home about. Eventually, I don't know if she stopped that. I don't know how it happened, but she met somebody else and she married him. And I know that he wasn't from a dating site because I asked. I didn't get the whole story because like we were like going to yoga and it was like kind of hectic. But she was like, no, it wasn't from a dating site. But, you know, take a break. It's okay to take a break. It really is. It's the same thing with, well, like with anything. I don't care what it is. Sometimes it's just overwhelming and you just need to take a break and just be okay with where things are. You know, like somebody said to me once, and it was true. Can't remember what the situation was. I don't remember what the situation was, but whatever it was, I wasn't seeing anyone. And it was a guy that I worked with, and he said to me, "You're a fucking whole person." And I was like, you know what? He's right. I'm a whole person. I don't remember I don't know if I had to go somewhere or if it was like a wedding or some kind of a function and I didn't have a date. It may have been a wedding. And he was like, you know what, Danny? You're a fucking whole person. You don't need anyone else. And he was right. So I think that a lot of the frustration is that like you said, like asking for over a year. Well, asking and asking and asking isn't going to bring somebody faster, but it can build resistance. So let's see what happens. I mean, it does show that there is love coming in around you, but you know, there's a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There's a Sagittarius here. There's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Just may not be happening as fast as you want it to. And you can't speed it up. Like there's nothing, there's success coming in. You have a wish. I mean, it does show that there's stuff happening. It's just not happening yet. I mean, I know how it feels. It's the same thing with the baby thing. There's nobody that can appreciate it more than me because I've been there. I think that I've probably spent more, like I've gone to more functions single than I did with somebody in the course of my life, you know, especially when I was young. But so what? So what? I would rather be alone any day than just be with somebody because, It's just to not be alone. So, you know what? I think that just accepting where you are right now and being okay with it will help open up doors rather than being frustrated with all that resistance. He better walk in with crutches, otherwise he's going to walk out with them. A beautiful one. When will I hear from Chris again? Could be within the next 2 weeks. TD, Aries current energy towards me. It's a little bit weak because the Leo's strength is in reverse, but it is also successful. I don't know where you are right now with him, but it's a little bit, the energy is a little bit weak, but yet successful. So he may not be putting in a whole lot of effort, but his idea may be that there's more to come or successes to come. Happy, does this person I often think of also think about me, or is it in my head? Okay. Does this person also think of me? They do think of you because you have one ace, but I don't think that they think of you as often. You can't really measure how often one person thinks about the other. Like, there's no real way to measure that. But it's 33, so it's kind of low. You could hear from them, though, out of the blue, or run into them with the Knight of Swords. That's possible. Kara, I hope I see past the bull. You know, I mean, I was in a situation once where this guy, I mean, I thought everything he said was a lie. I mean, it was like extraordinary. But I would always find out that he wasn't lying. I would be like, I can't believe that who has all these things happen? And one day I may do a series on that, a video series on that, because it was like so outlandish. I was like, this guy's got to be lying. But then I would find out for that he wasn't lying. I would be like, I mean, who has these things happen? Like, just crazy things. Let's see what happens. I mean, if he shows up with a cast, where did you get the cast? I can't with this guy. Myogram, general for the next 4 days. Over the next 4 days, you may feel like, hey, I put a whole lot of hard work into something and I haven't seen a payoff. That energy should shift before the end of the 4 days, because you got the 9 of Wands, which is like feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain, and maybe slow and steady wins the race, but you're prepared over the next 4 days to start a new journey of some type. Leo, I had an argument with MK. Will he leave me for good? I got a 70% chance this was a significant argument. But listen to your intuition. There's hope that you could change this. I mean, it was a significant argument, but it was just an argument. You know, I think that you could fix it. Oh, wow. I think that that's nice too, to be able to have older siblings like that. Well, yeah, I do. I think that that's nice. I think it's also nice to have siblings your age too. But I think that, and I wanted to come from a big family, and I wanted to have a big family. You know, like I wanted to have like brothers and sisters growing up, and I only had one brother. And I always wanted to have, because I felt like I would rather give my child other children, other people, rather than other things, right? Because you outgrow things. But, and then my boyfriend Tom from way back, he used to say, and he lost his two brothers in different, both freak accidents. And he was like, he had four siblings that were much older than him. They were much older than him from his mom's first marriage. And then his mom got remarried and had three boys. And she had the three boys in her 40s. I think that she was 44 when she had Tom. He was the youngest. And Tom's like, I come from a family of seven. And he was close to his youngest sister from the first four, but the other ones were married. They had kids before he was even born. And they didn't live in the same location, I don't believe. Anyway, and he was like, and look at me. And both his brothers died. He's like, there's no guarantees with anything. And yeah, I guess that's true. Anyway. Anna, will I hear from Jerry soon? What is his energy towards me? Okay. I don't feel that you're going to get communication from him soon. His energy is, I don't know what his deal is, if maybe he's still overseas, but the energy is, the Two of Cups is in reverse. And I'm not getting I'm not getting communication right now. I don't know if you've spoken to his daughter recently. Maybe she knows what's going on with him. But Two of Cups is in reverse, which I wouldn't think you're going to hear from him. I would say at least not before the end of the year. I don't think so. Dylan. Deborah. What is my husband's intentions for this relationship? Do you feel like he hasn't been putting in any effort, or you've been the only one putting in effort? Because Six of Pentacles is in reverse, which would be a relationship that's fallen out of balance and only one person is working on it. The other person is not doing much. You may have to lay down the law and set up boundaries with him. Like you might have to let him know how you feel. Justice is in reverse. You may feel like there's just not, you may feel very unjust about the way the situation is played out. The positive thing that's coming, though, is the Nine of Wands, which is like feeling like I've made it to the top of the mountain. A wish around the situation comes true. I mean, this could be as simple, cause for celebration comes in. It could be as simple as just telling him, you know, exactly how you feel, and he may change or he may work on it. You know, people don't just usually change like that. Because it looks like with the Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Wish card, you do get your wish around the situation. So he may be very, maybe he doesn't know how you feel. I would tell him how you feel. Tell him exactly what you want, and then go from there. You know, instead of, because this is the thing that I find a lot. I mean, I get this a lot. Well, I told him this because I want him to think that. Or I told him, like somebody said to me, well, I told him I wanted this for Christmas, but is he going to buy me jewelry? And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, if you wanted jewelry, why didn't you tell him you wanted jewelry? Like, you can't imagine, you know, you can't say, oh, well, don't buy me anything for Christmas. And then he buys you nothing, and then you get mad at him. You know, like if you say something like, don't buy me anything, just buy for the kids, and then you get nothing, you know, then you get what you asked for. So that would be my suggestion, that if you want things to be different, or you want him to put in effort in a certain way, or in a certain area of the relationship, I would tell him exactly how you feel, and I would tell him exactly You know, don't try to make him draw a conclusion or come up with something, because he isn't going to get it. That's for sure. He's not going to get it, because the guys just don't. I had this conversation with one of my friends the other day, and she said, she goes, with men, it's better to be direct. Tell them exactly what it is. I want the blue one. I want and then you even have to be clear on what blue is. Because if it's like a sea greenish blue, we can argue as what color it is. So be very careful. Tell them exactly what you want, and then that's what you should get. But I would have a conversation about it, because you know, boys are stupid. You know what, Gabby? I don't think that speaking up should put you on the bad side of anyone. First of all, voicing your opinion or telling somebody how you feel, like, I don't think that that should bring up negative ever. Like, I think that no matter how it, like, if, like, for example, if you go to somebody's house for dinner and they make a new dish and they ask you if you like it, and you really don't like it, I mean, if it was my best friend, I'd be like, I don't know what went on here, man, but this is not good. I would just be like, let's not do this again. Let's order a pizza. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with being honest with someone. And I could talk to my best friend like that. I'm not saying that you might want to do that at work, but I don't feel like, I feel like being honest with people and telling people exactly how you feel. How can somebody get mad at you for that? They're your feelings and you're being honest. I would rather have somebody tell me, this food sucks, let's order a pizza, than have them choke it down and then I make it again the next time they come. Like, why? Or I make it for somebody else. Like, be honest with me. I don't care. We'll figure it out. We'll do something else. We'll take another course of action. If somebody gets mad at you for that, then I think that that's more on them than it is you. You know, like, why can't you tell somebody how you feel? Well, you know what? If you feel like it's causing you a lot of anxiety and that you could lose your job over it, then I would definitely consider. I mean, I know you are trying to get something else, because, you know, it reminds me of a bad relationship. Oh, Instacart will be here at 4:30. Oh, I have to charge this. You know, if you're in a bad relationship and you ignore the fact that you're in a bad relationship, it's not going to make the relationship any better. It's just going to continue to deteriorate. Now, you can work on that relationship and things could get better, and at least there's a chance that things improve. But if you do nothing, it's going to crumble. So I would say that if you really feel, I mean, I would continue to look for a new job. I think that but what are they going to do? They're going to fire you and say that, oh, we don't want you working here because you tell us the truth. We tell you know, you tell us how you really feel. You're trying to improve the situation, not make things worse. Kira, Daniel and I the rest of the week and the weekend. Things could change for the better quickly. The Nine of Wands is in reverse, so you might feel like you have a long road ahead of you, though. Things could be improving between you and him, no doubt, but you may feel like there's a long road ahead. Come the weekend, you could be doing something out of the ordinary that's a little bit adventurous, or something that you've never done before that's fun. And you may feel like the relationship goes back into balance. That's going to be your choice, though. Lovely, spiritual. Your intuition is spot on moving forward, so listen to it. The Hierophant. You could pick up a new spiritual practice that may really resonate with you. You may even find yourself going back to an old practice or an old spiritual practice of some type. Maybe this week. I would say stay in touch with your intuition, and any like intuitive like insight that comes to mind, write it down in a journal with the date and the time that you had it, so that you can track and see how often you're getting these insights, because I think intuition is going to start to, or it's going to continue to evolve with the death card. Growth and transformation around the high priestess is growth and evolution around intuition. You know, when people get stuck, remember the story about the lesbian with the UPS guy? That was a story that my one friend, she didn't date anybody for like 10 years. 10 years, maybe it was even longer than that. Maybe it was 12 years. And then she had a couple of like things that just were like really not good. You know, like she hooked up with one guy. She thought that they were going to be an item. She was really into him. He wanted nothing to do with her. It was bad. You know, and then she couldn't get over it. It was bad. So the woman that we always go to have our cards done was telling the story that she had a client of hers that was a business owner, and she worked out of her home. She had a basement. Her business was in the downstairs, and she said that this woman was always a lesbian. She was married to a woman. I think that the woman had been married previously and had kids, and they lived together for years. And I don't know what happened or how it happened. I just know that she wound up either, I don't know if the relationship ended first with the wife. I don't know the whole story, but I know that she wound up marrying the UPS man, that used to deliver packages and pick up packages around her business. And from she was always into women, and then all of a sudden whatever happened, and she winds up with this UPS guy. And it would, like, it's not something that you could ever imagine happening, but that's how it happened. So for everyone that feels like they're stuck and like nothing is ever going to happen, and you can't see, well, how could somebody else come in, like, you just don't always know. And who it is, like, sometimes it's somebody. I worked with a woman who loved tall, dark, and handsome. That's all she talked about. She married a short, little, chubby, blonde guy. She was like, I don't know how, this is how it happened. So sometimes the person that you think is going to show up doesn't show up. The person that shows up is not what you expected. Sometimes you meet them in a bizarre place. It's just, you never know. What I believe, really, and I don't know if I'm right, but this is just my interpretation of it, is that the souls recognize one another, and then everything else just falls into place. And that may be, like we were talking the other night, about that crazy feeling that we get sometimes with certain people. It's some kind of a weird soul connection that we can't always explain. Just because we have it doesn't always mean that we get the fairy tale that goes along with it. Sometimes it brings pain. But the one thing I can promise everyone is that nothing is going to stay the same. Things are changing. Things are changing constantly. That's the one thing that you can count on. And especially with these two big planets moving, things have got to change and shift. In the world as we know it, the way we do things, we're moving into much more, we've been with technology, but we're moving into a point now where we're expanding, where in Capricorn, we were very restricted. We had so much Capricorn energy last year. Now we're moving into Aquarius, where we're blowing everything open. There has to be more opportunity coming in this year for everyone. Aquarians and Aquarius rising will be like the golden children this year, but it's going to benefit everyone because we're not going to be so restricted. So I know, and I know it's frustrating. Love reading. Oh, if you don't want to see him anymore, well, then 70% chance with that reading, you could end it. You could definitely end it if you don't want to see him anymore. But 70% isn't high enough for me to say that he's never, you're going to have to be the one that puts the nail in the coffin. Jay, love reading. You got success coming in around a committed relationship and feeling like life is moving forward with the Six of Swords. You also have here you have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You got money coming in. That's nice. Eight of Pentacles. I don't know if you're thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study or something. Water signs here as well. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Six of Pentacles. You should be getting more recognition or... Six of Pentacles is any relationship where you get out what you put into it. You know, it's like somebody that meets you halfway. So the next committed relationship you're in should be a very balanced relationship. And it could be your choice. A beautiful one. Love. You could have a new love interest entering here. A Knight of Cups could be a new love interest or rekindling a current relationship. Maybe with a fire sign, somebody who's very ambitious. You got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're also well prepared for things to move forward. You're ready for it. Nine of Wands, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. You could have choices around love. I don't know where you are right now, but be careful with the Empress if you don't want children right now. Judgment card, being at the right place at the right time. Strength, stepping into your own strength. You could have a Leo come in and also a Pisces. He's still overseas. That may be why you're not going to hear from him yet. He could be, you know, tied up with work, and that's why he's that could be why the Two of Cups is in reverse. Leo, general reading for the next 10 days. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. If you want to end things with that relationship, you may have to step into your own strength, and you have the strength here to do so in the next 10 days. Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. Go for it. End it if that's what you want. Perseverance. Perseverance could bring in a new journey of some type over the next 10 days. Got a Leo, not a Leo, an Aries coming in that may be significant. Deborah, will I be going on a trip next year? I think so. Yes, I do think you're going to take a trip next year. I don't know if you're planning a trip to water, by water, or around water, but that could be possible next year. Anna, picking up that he moved on with someone else and he's back in the States. No, I don't think he's back in the States. No, I don't. Has he given up on us because he's still overseas? I mean, I don't think he's with anyone else because I didn't see the Three of Cups in reverse anywhere. So I don't think this has to do with anyone else. But I still don't think, I mean, I can't say you're never going to hear from him again because I think you are going to hear from him again. I just don't know when. That's the thing. So it's like, I don't want to tell you to sit around. I would never tell anyone to sit around and wait for someone. But the energy around this situation is that he's very stuck. I think at some point you are going to hear from him, but I don't want to tell you to sit around and wait. I would tell you to keep your options open right now because it's been a long time and I don't see communication coming in right now. And remember a few months back, there was the opportunity was there, right? 70% chance. So I would keep your options open, you know, keep your eyes and ears open for other potential people because I just don't, you know, I don't like to make people sit around waiting for something. First of all, the energy of it isn't good because the energy of waiting keeps you waiting, you know? But it's like, it's been a really long time. And, you know, if this is what a relationship looks like with him, then you got to think about whether or not this is what you want. Because, you know, like this is not a dress rehearsal, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of us, like in my life, I've waited for things to happen. Oh, maybe when we get past this, or maybe when that happens, you know, maybe, and then it's like, I feel like I've wasted time in my day, and I would hate to see somebody else feel the same way. Leo, love reading. Well, you have the Empress again. Didn't you just get that? Love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful if you don't want children. You have the Knight of Cups, which means you could have a new love interest coming in that might be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you go to school, Eight of Pentacles, it could be that's where you meet this person. Eight of Pentacles could be... it doesn't have to be like going back to college. It could be like, you know, I'm going to take a cooking class or something like that. Whatever it is, it's positive, and that may be where you meet this new person. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And you got good karma coming back to your love life. So if you feel like you've been through it with, you know, recently, you're going to get, karma's going to shift for you. Six of Cups, somebody from your past could return. Now, keep in mind, Six of Cups doesn't have to be an old flame. It just can maybe somebody that you know from the past. The Instacart people are here. All right, let me go answer the door. I will be right back. Hang on for 1 second. Oh, my goodness. Don't make up Avery. Don't make up Avery. I gotta climb it. And the thing goes sideways. All right, hang on here. Okay, there we go. I'm wearing a tank top and shorts. Like it's 100 degrees out. It was warm today though, it was nice. We went out for a run before. Coco, love reading. Coco, love reading. No longer holding yourself back makes the world open to you. Passion comes in, some good luck comes in, perseverance takes your current relationship, if you're in one, to the next level. If you're not in a relationship, you got one coming in. Out of the clear blue sky, a water sign shows up, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could be somebody that you know from the past. You also have either good karma coming in around your relationship, or a Libra could be coming in. Mel, what's the name of that card with the man sitting up in bed cupping his head? That he can't sleep. That's the Nine of Swords. That's the anxiety card. Yeah. Nine of Swords. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, used to call it the anxiety and depression card. Yeah. Yep. That was me for a long time. I had terrible anxiety. I mean, it's gotten better over the years. It has gotten better over the years. April, before I... Ah! Shit! Oh my goodness. April, before I go and take a break, please tell me more about the relationship coming, signs or anything. I've taken breaks between and I've come to a place that I don't need it, but it would be nicer if I was in it. Could be with somebody who's very grounded, stable, down to earth, genuinely happy. They're either very ambitious or they could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They may be somebody who's always interested in going back to school or always looking to learn new things. They got the Eight of Pentacles around them. There's somebody who's interested in a relationship. They don't want to screw around. Like, they're not looking to, like, date a million people or anything like that. The Two of Cups is here. So their interest would be in a relationship. Fire signs are coming up. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And it could be a pretty strong relationship with a lot of potential. Deborah, will Tim ever stop lying to me about money? Ah. No, I don't know what his thing is with money, but I'm not getting that he stops lying about it. No, I think that that's a big problem for him. Yeah, Mel, that's, yeah. It's stress, worry, restlessness. It's all of that. Yeah, It also could be like, depending on what the question is. So if somebody were to say, how does he feel about me? I would say that he's worried about the situation or he's stressed out over it, depending on what the situation is. 'Cause sometimes people ask, how does he feel about me? But they're not in a relationship. So it's like, well, how does he feel about you? Well, maybe you're just someone that he knows. You know, it's not somebody that he really puts a lot of thought into. And with the Nine of Swords, I would say that that would be like, maybe you made him a little nervous, or maybe he overthinks things. He could be somebody that's just riddled with anxiety. That just may be who he is. Like if somebody were reading me years ago, that would come up around me, not having to do with anybody else. That just was me. Yeah. So like let's just say for example, like the cards were like the Nine of Swords and there was an Aquarius, right? I would say, well, there's a lot of anxiety between you and this Aquarius, or this Aquarius is worried about something that has to do with this relationship. Um, yeah, yeah. Anna, will me and Pam reestablish our friendship? Yeah, I'm surprised that you haven't yet. I'm really surprised that you haven't yet. You will. You got good karma coming back to you. You have good karma coming back to you around this situation. She knows that you're right. She knows that she's wrong. I'm surprised you haven't heard from her yet. AS, general reading on what's to come. Got happiness coming out over your life. So at the end of the day, that's most important. This is one of the best cards to get. It does look like you may have to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Something else may come in. Somebody else may come in and present you with an offer that would be hard to refuse. Got a creative project around you that could be of significance. You're coming into a time in your life where you have some good luck heading your way. You also have the Ten of Cups being full. So you might not be there yet, but you're heading towards all 10 cups being full. And Aries comes in, that's significant. Four of Wands, there's potential. Four of Wands could be anything from upgrading a relationship to the next level, or it could be moving homes, changing homes, upgrading homes, entertaining at home, whatever it is, it's positive. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, feeling like the hard work you've put into your career is finally coming back to you. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, life moves forward quickly. AS, what do my new coworkers think of me? They seem to really like you. This would be have a lot of respect for you. Think that you're peaceful, serene, easy to get along with, happy, kind, unique, ambitious. I think they like you. I think you fit right in. Anna, will my school approve a month break before capstone? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think they will. Mihak 503, general for January. Had an Aries coming in that may be of significance. You also have some money coming in with the Ten of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles feels like the Life starts to get a little bit more balanced. Intuition is heightened in the month of January, so please listen to it. Life starts to move forward with the Chariot in January. The Magician, being able to manifest new opportunities. Sonia, I want to sell my land inherited and I'm facing issues. I want to know if me and my sisters will be able to sell it in the next 2 years coming in, get equivalent of 2 apartments. Okay, let's see. Yep, you should be able to, without a problem. Universe Flower, how will the test that KC is going to take go? Success, good karma, and stability. Should go well. Valentina, what would happen if I was to reach out to my 2 ex-best friends, Y and I? Would they want to be friends again? Yep, I think so. I don't think it can hurt to give it a shot. You know, I used to have that argument all the time. Like, if you don't like the person, you don't have to date them. You know, like, somebody could show up and you're just like, oh, this is just not the right person. Or you just don't find them interesting. You're not attracted to anything. Then I don't think that, you know, like, I feel like you have to be somewhat attracted to the person. I mean, I think it's okay to give someone a chance. But, you know, I feel like you need to have some level of attraction to somebody. You know? And I can understand the frustration because I've been there myself. I mean, my poor friend, I don't know, I want to say it was like 12 or 13 years. And then the next boyfriend she had, she wound up marrying. And this was a different friend. Like, this friend, she really was against like any online anything. And her mom her mom was always like going into her room and leaving like advertisements for like dating services, and she used to get so mad. She used to get so mad. And it would be the kind of thing where like the day would be fine, and then she would get home and find like an ad like for like eHarmony on her bed, and she would get so pissed. But the point is, eventually she met someone and life moved forward. But 12 years is a long time. Like, that's a long time to be feeling like nothing is happening, nothing is changing. How come nobody ever wants to ask me out? How come nothing ever works for me? And that's exactly how she felt for a long time. And in those moments, you know, I would say to her, well, things can change tomorrow. You don't know. And she would get really pissed because she would be like, what's going to change tomorrow? Nothing has changed in the last 10 years. And how do you argue with that? You know, I can understand how she felt. And you know what she said to me too, which was, it made so much sense because I felt like this myself. In high school, I never had any boyfriends. Neither did she. And she said that all throughout high school, all of her friends always had boyfriends. And she said, she's like, I felt like, you know, as soon as I got a boyfriend, I was going to be so happy. I would have been the happiest girl in the face of this earth. And then she said, and then she's like, and then I started dating this guy, and she dated him for like years, and she thought she was going to marry him. And she said, you know, I really wasn't any happier with him than I was without him. Crazy, right? Because it's like you think, oh, I'm waiting my whole life for this, and this is what's going to make me happy, and it doesn't. And then, like, they had a good relationship for years, and then when things started to go south, she dumped him. She's like, it got to the point, and she was like, The way that he was breathing, I wanted to stab him. I couldn't stand the sight of him. Like, that's how she felt. She dumped him, and they got back together like a week or so later. That sometimes happens. And then he dumped her a few weeks later, and she just was crushed by it. And she said, looking back on it, it wasn't him. She knew it wasn't him because she was well over that relationship, but she felt like, she goes, felt like without him, I'd never be with anybody again. And she's like, and I was right. But she wasn't right. She was right for a long time. But once again, like, that was where her mind was. I'm never going to be with anyone again. I'm never going to be with anyone again. I'm never going to be with anyone again. She built a lot of resistance around herself for a long time. She was not open to anything for a long time. And she would be the first person to admit that. Anyway, moving right along. Oh, thank you, Anna. uh, Empress, what does it mean for Aquarius moon? You know what? I think it's going to be pretty good for Aquarius moon too. I feel same for Leo moon because Jupiter will be on the moon, which usually feels good. The same thing with it opposing the moon. I would say that the biggest danger when it comes to Jupiter would be overindulging. So just watch for that, overindulgence. And you can check to see what house the moon is in, because that could affect that house. But I think that Jupiter being on your sun, ascendant, or a Jupiter return itself is positive. And the moon, opposite the moon, it should be a year where things feel good. But once again, when you're dealing with Jupiter, it could be like things they feel good, like eating and drinking and spending money and that kind of stuff, which we want to kind of stay away from earthly pleasures. Not that you can't do it, but just focusing more on making better choices for ourselves, I think. Um, Sabrina, I'm wondering how I'll meet the love of my life. I can't tell you that. I don't know. I don't know. Um, that you've got to figure that out. I don't know how you're going to meet the love of your life. Oh, I'm short too. I don't think Avery is going to be short. She seems to be kind of lanky. Good. I hope that she's going to be tall because, like, for me, I don't know. I like pants are always too long on me. Pain in the ass. Merjan, general love for the next 10 days. You may feel like love is kind of weak right now in your life with a Leo in strength in reverse. You might also feel a little bit less than ambitious when it comes to love. Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. Sun is in reverse, which even though it's in reverse, it's still positive. It means that you're going to get happiness to your love life at some point. It might not happen in the next 10 days. I don't know what's going on in your love life. And so it may take longer than 10 days to see success. Success could come in around a new love opportunity with somebody who presents you with an offer that you can't refuse. They may be an Aquarius, got an Aquarius coming in. And it could be somebody that you meet at the right place at the right time, being guided by the divine with the Judgment card. Beautiful one. Who would offer me a committed relationship? Fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You got to wish around a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could come in with a committed relationship. T-Bet. What are the Virgo's thoughts of me? Thinks you're intuitive, kind-hearted, stable, courageous, strong, loyal, happy, unique, and creative, and that you have a lot of potential for the future. Deborah, is Tim with me for the right reasons? 70% chance, yes, he is. Deborah, do Tim's daughters like me at all? Daughters are tough, especially if they're teenagers. Yeah, but they do. Or they will. There could be room for growth here, too. Yeah. Actually, it looks like persistence. Persistence could make them open to having a relationship with you at some point. I mean, if they're teenagers, you know what? Teenagers are a pain in the ass as it is. Girls are the worst, I think. You know, I think that boys are a little more lenient when it comes to the father's relationships. And I think it's vice versa with, like, I think boys are tougher on mom's boyfriends. You know what I mean? But I think that in time, with persistency and perseverance, they grow to like you even more. There's hope. There's hope. Beautiful one. Oh, I did that one. Did that one. Maria, what are S's actions towards me? All right, I don't know who this person is, but the Hermit is here, which means they may be silent or there may not be much communication happening right now. But that'll change. At some point, it changes. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You should feel a little bit more like the hard work that you've put into this situation is now going to come back to you. They may not know what they want. They may be a little bit up and down. I don't know who this person is in relation to you, but at some point you have the opportunity to start a new journey with them, and the world is at your feet. So if things are a little bit turbulent right now where you don't know what's going on, give it a little bit of time. The kinks can work themselves out. Check PayPal. What's the name that it came under? I don't think I got anything from that name. Merjan, let me see. Maybe it's just not showing yet. No, I don't see it. Nope, I'll check it in a little bit. I'll go back and check again. I did that one. I lost my spot. Flower Love General for January. Stepping into your own personal strength in January. You could hear from somebody out of the clear blue sky you haven't heard from in some time. You could have a new romantic interest, or you could be rekindling a current love. If you're not with anyone, you have fire signs here. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Good God, a lot of fire signs. Feeling like the world is at your feet. There could be an Aries around you that's of significance in the month of January. Intuition is heightened. It also looks like you got cause for celebration that comes in, and feeling like the world is at your feet. January should be a pretty good month for you. Well, it did say that you sent a PayPal under that name, Merjan. Deborah, will I be happier next year in my life? Next year actually looks like it's a pretty good year for you. You got the 10 cups being full. 10 cups being full means happiness on all levels. 7 of Pentacles, feeling like the hard work that you've put into whatever areas of life that you've been working on lately should be paying off. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You have the Star card here, which is a wish that comes true and good karma comes back to you. Next year should be a good year. Yeah. Yeah, it's just if you donate through PayPal, then you'd use the blue heart. But I saw the blue heart and I saw it said PayPal with the name that I was supposed to look for, but there was no donation. If you don't want to donate, it's fine. Just don't put the blue heart, and we're not going to ask you what the name is that you donated under, because then it doesn't matter. Then I'll just answer it in the order that I get to it. J. The TV I have saved to my Best Buy card. Would I like it if I end up buying it? Okay. Yeah, you would like it. 8 of Wands. Changes. The change would be for the better. You would like it. Yeah, well, no, I saw it up here. It said PayPal, and then it said it was under Merjan, and I didn't get anything yet from that name. But sometimes it could take a minute for it to come through. But then you said you didn't donate. So it's fine if you didn't. I'll just do it once I get to it. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. No, I didn't get anything on PayPal. Just don't donate it. Be wise. What conclusion took my friends about me after our conversation? Okay. What's the conclusion that my friends arrived at after our conversation? Be prepared for cause for celebration around this conversation, whatever it is that happened. Whatever it is that you spoke about, they saw your point and things are moving forward. I don't know what you guys were talking about, but whatever it was for the better rather than for the worse. Miss Rosie, should I expect any surprises from the Libra when I see him before Christmas? I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes, that you need to, that you should expect surprises. I don't think so. Deborah, I'm with my soulmate at the moment. Wait, am I with, is it a soulmate connection? Is that what the question is? Is this a soulmate connection? No, I don't think this is a soulmate connection. I don't think it is. That's not a, doesn't mean it's a bad thing, and it doesn't mean it's a bad connection. It just doesn't show as a soulmate connection. Like sometimes I feel like the karmic connections are just easier, and the relationships may even function better because it's not so like extreme highs and extreme lows. I think that, I don't think it's a bad thing. Okay, who here haven't I answered for yet? Sailor Moon, what is happening in love in January? Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. Holding yourself back may cause you anxiety. Got a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You could be moving on to greener pastures with a fire sign. Got some passion coming in. You also may have something to celebrate around a wish that happens around love in the month of January. Jesse McGrath, I don't see a question. Send the question and I'll do it. Space Star. Letting go of anxiety, depression, or anything that ails you. It's moving into the past. Moving forward, you're no longer holding yourself back, which is going to bring in some nice money. Making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Bring in new opportunities around love. If you're not with anyone right now, Sagittarius enters. If you are with someone right now, you can expect your current relationship to move forward. The Magician, you have the opportunity to manifest, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities in the new year. Page of Wands, you could have a little adventure coming in. Knight of Pentacles, life moves forward, slow and steady wins the race next year for you. Jesse, I see it says that you're being accused of something that you didn't do, and I don't know the way to get out of it. I need to know a little bit more of the situation because, look, you can't be, you're innocent until proven guilty. So I don't know who's accusing you of what, but if this is like a legal thing, they have to prove it. You can't just accuse somebody, hey, you stole my car, and then they didn't steal it. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that you can't prove that you didn't do something. You can only prove that you did it. You know what I mean? So you can't prove that you didn't do. You can't prove a negative. I didn't do it. Well, prove that you didn't do it. I can't prove I didn't do it. You can only prove if you did it. So they would need to have proof that you did this, whatever it is. It's craziness. Just going to pull a couple of cards and see what comes up around you. The Chariot, things move forward. There is injustice around you. I got to know more about this situation. If this is a legal thing or if this is just somebody's accusing you of something. You know, like somebody's accusing you of, I don't know, stealing money. Like, I didn't steal it. But you can't prove you didn't steal it. If you stole it, you could prove you stole it. Like, look, I got it here. But, yeah, there is injustice around you. The Justice card in reverse. So, we've got beautiful one. Is Christy the Pisces in my readings? Okay. Is Christy the Pisces showing up in these readings? I don't think so. I'm only getting one ace, which would be a 33% chance. And slow and steady wins the race around this situation. I am not convinced it's him. Phantom, what's going on with A at the moment? Capricorn, okay. Looks like her life is moving forward. She's got the Chariot here. Things are moving forward. She may be waiting a little bit for her ship to come in, and she may be a little bit out of balance, but she's gained some traction in her life moving forward. She is persistent, but, you know, it's like she's got good days and bad days. She does show a little bit of strength, lack of strength around her, but she's persistent. Life moves forward, but she's still a little out of balance. If she struggles with some type of an addiction or something, because the devil's here, I would say she has good days and bad days. She's trying to do the right thing, but she sometimes doesn't find it so easy. I would say she's okay. Like, She's average. She could do better. She could do better for sure. Stephanie, is 1860 Alexandra Trent or Jolie? Okay, is it Trent? No, it's not Trent. Is it Jolie? No, I don't think it's either of them. Stephanie, Instagram account 1860 Alexandra was made up to spy on me. Why? How do you know the account was made to spy on you? Somebody, well, I mean, I'm not, it could be somebody who's made to spy on you. Somebody that feels betrayed or feels like you've lied to them. That's what comes up here. Somebody thinks that you either betrayed them or you lied to them, or that you do lie to them. You consistently lie to them. I don't know what they think that they're going to see on Instagram, but this could be a woman. This may be a woman that is doing it. That thinks that you've been lying about things, and that's why. I guess this person's trying to find the truth, but you're not going to find the truth on social media. Nobody ever is, because people only put up on social media what they want other people to see. Nobody puts up the ugly truth. So I don't know what this person, I have a feeling it's a woman. I don't know what they think that they're going to accomplish by that. Oh, what did I just do? Stephanie, has Joe seen my new Instagram pictures and thoughts? I don't think so. I'm only getting a 33% chance. Hermit's in reverse, which means this person may be isolating. They may be taking a break from social media, or they may legitimately be busy, but Hermit in reverse is usually somebody that's pulled their energy back. Michelle, what's coming in significant things? Being at the right place at the right time could bring in a new business opportunity. You have a wish and you have the Six of Pentacles. A wish around possibly a new business opportunity brings in respect and money. Moving on to greener pastures. Being at the right place at the right time, being guided by the divine. You've got fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Things could move forward quickly. No longer holding yourself back. Got nice stuff happening around business. Got nice business stuff happening. New opportunities. Michelle, challenges for the next 6 weeks with advice. The only obstacle that really gets presented is the Eight of Swords, which would be that you're holding yourself back. I would just say make sure that you're getting out of your own way. If opportunities arise, and I believe they will, because you have passion coming in around the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. You also have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a lot of money coming. Starting a new journey with the Fool. The only thing that I can say is with the Eight of Swords, you may find an excuse or a reason to not move forward. Make sure that you're not holding yourself back for no good reason, because that's a possibility. That would be the only thing that's coming. Michelle, what do I not see or not see coming? It could be that you're moving on to greener pastures with a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then you're not going to hold yourself back. That may be something. I don't know what's going on in your love life right now, but that could be something very positive that's happening that you just either can't see right now or you can't imagine or it's just not there yet. Michelle, what's important for me to know? Okay. Again, no longer holding yourself back. That card has come up for you in the last 3 questions. Once upright and twice in reverse. Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. As long as you're not holding yourself back and you're prepared for the future, you've got financial stability coming in around lots of business opportunities. 3 of Pentacles. Developing a business relationship with deep roots that brings in a lot of money at some point. Kira, next 3 days. Stepping into your own personal strength brings in a wish and your intuition is heightened. Intuition is heightened, definitely. Listen to your gut. 8 of Cups. You may decide to turn around and walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. All right, I think I've made it through the super chats. So can we cut the super chats off because I have to make dinner. I think I'm going to make escarole soup. Anyway, and I'll come back on later tonight. Benita, how does Christopher assume I feel about him? He thinks you're mad at him. Five of Swords. Feels like you put in a whole lot of hard work and you didn't see a payoff. Yeah, he thinks you're mad at him. Vicky, what happened here? My 2 youngest and my middle daughters had a home test. And her sister brought back a pot from the hospital. The test was positive for COVID. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh God. What a year. All right, Vicky, general for the rest of this week. You actually have a wish, so put that out into the universe. You might be feeling here, this could be the isolation that you're feeling. And you might also feel like you have no choices and like nothing is going anywhere. Let's get through this sickness first, and then we'll see. Once you get through this kind of stuff, it looks like you have some money coming in. 4 of Wands, you may be spending time at home. Oh, God, I'm sorry to hear that. Positive news, 2 of Cups. There is a committed relationship on the horizon coming in at some point. Let's get through this, though. Empress, what's coming my way? You might decide to walk away from something that no longer works for you, something or someone, and that could bring in a new opportunity quickly. The Five of Cups in reverse would be letting negativity and pessimism and bullshit go into the past and moving forward with a more positive attitude brings the world at your feet. Five of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Empress, will Beanie get DV to us? Yes, I think so, yes. Michelle, how will the date with the Sagittarius be on Wednesday? Fire sign. Good. It might not be the fire sign that I'm seeing, but I'm glad it's a fire sign. Let's see. Listen to your intuition. It looks like there is possibility for success around this date on Wednesday night. Listen to your intuition. You may feel like finally the hard work I've put into my love life is now starting to pay off. I think it goes well. Mel, general for tomorrow. You have a wish, put that out into the universe. Or this also may be an Aquarius, but either way, a wish or an Aquarius, a new business opportunity could come in or a new beginning. Soulmate connection card tomorrow. You have the Wheel of Fortune, which could be good luck. You have another air sign coming in. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is extremely heightened tomorrow. Feeling well prepared for life to move forward. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan or putting money aside for something. Zara, love reading for Christmas and New Year's holidays. Well, I think this year is going to be somewhat of a disappointment. The timing around the situation is bad, but I think that that's going to be true for most people. Feeling like, you know, people can't get together. The best that you can really expect would be online messages or text messages, which is better than nothing. But like you might be feeling kind of stuck, like nothing is moving forward. You could get a couple of text messages. You have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You have a Capricorn, and you also have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may feel like, hey, at least I got some messages with the, you know, you may look at it from the bright side for exactly what it is. There's nothing we can do about it this year. It is what it is. But I think it's just going to be kind of blah this year. Yeah, a lot of people feel like that. Stephanie, I didn't see it, but I'm just going to do it now. Is 1860 Alexandra Megan? Not Megan. Is it Vonnie? I'm not convinced it's Vonnie either. It could be. I mean, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is positive. It's more positive than any of the other people. But how do you know that this account was made to spy on you? I think it could be. But I'm wondering how you know that, because I don't know, it's going to be hard to figure out who it is. It feels like it's a woman, and it seems like it's somebody who thinks that you've been lying to them or is trying to catch you or expose lies that you've told people. It looks like, I'm wondering if maybe it's just not, maybe it's more than one person. Maybe it's a couple of different people. I don't know. It's very bizarre. It's bizarre. I would be careful with what you put up on social media. Or I block this person. Just block them. They may come back with another account. But so what? Just keep blocking them. Block anybody that you don't know. All right. I will, I'm going to go, but I will be back on later. I'll see you guys later. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.